Hey Village Church, Pastor Mark here. We are sitting here with Scotland Morrison, one of our pastoral apprentices, and wanted to take a few minutes chatting with him as he's kind of at this very important point in his life. He's leaving us as a church, which makes us sad, but on the other hand makes us happy because of what he's going on to. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about, as you leave Village, where are you going exactly, and how did that end up coming about?
Yeah, so I'm going to be co-founding an Abbey and planting a church at the same time.
Okay. So tell me, for the people who don't know, just hypothetically, if someone's sitting out there, they don't know what an Abbey is.
Yes.
Tell them what an Abbey is.
Okay, so an Abbey is essentially a Christian community center on steroids.
Okay.
It's basically, if you could imagine, a church that never closes its doors and has social justice initiatives. So, for example, we have 5 transitional housing suites in the basement. We're going to have 3 meals a day for poor people and homeless people who are just coming through. Yeah. We're going to have art studio space, free music lessons, art lessons. There's going to be a prayer tower where people will be praying 24/7 every single day of the year. We're taking a beautiful heritage church building and we're renovating the entire interior.
So how did this end up happening? You've been here being a pastoral apprentice here for 2 years, and now you're feeling this, okay, we're going to move, we're going to ship our whole family over to Thunder Bay. How did that call come about?
My mom had gone through some health issues, so I had flown to Thunder Bay to help her out, just to visit her and be with her. And then they had taken me through the Abbey project, and they had said, hey, Scott, maybe 5 or 6 years from now, would you consider coming to help? Yeah. And I thought, maybe 5 or 6 years. I love the project. It really speaks to me. So, for example, all the social justice stuff, all the ministry to the community, all the counseling I'll be able to do there. There's a palliative care center across the street, so I'll be doing hospital visits and all those kinds of things. Right. So right in kind of in alignment with my calling. And so I thought, 5 or 6 years from now would be great. And so then just traveling on a little mini road trip with them, and then realizing my wife Jennifer is pregnant with our 3rd child, and her family's in Thunder Bay also, always has been. And so the family thing kind of comes into focus. Yeah. Kind of what I've done up to this point in ministry and all the experience I've had from working at Village Church kind of comes in. And then in that moment, it all just kind of crystallized, and I'm like, I got to move to Thunder Bay.
Yeah, that's good. And we talk about the need for people to count the costs all the time. And, Abraham gets called to move, and people have to be able to, so it's a beautiful example. That's why we want to talk to you, is be able to say, man, you know what? God can call any of us at any moment to do drastic things. And so what are a couple of the things that during your time as a pastoral apprentice here that you've been able to learn that you're going to be able to take there with you?
Serving under both Cliff and Josh, those 2 pastors who have a lot of experience just mentoring people, discipling people, counseling people, all of the things that I love to do. Yeah, I've learned a lot from those guys. Yeah, absolutely. And then also, I've always had a bit of a struggle with kind of like speaking in public, or my kind of like preaching gift, and I haven't really thought that I had much of one, but through Jeremy's Pastoral Apprentice program initiatives that he's started to have, I've been gaining quite a bit of confidence in that as well. So I feel like I can actually, when I come to help plant this church, I'm actually going to be preaching there, which is something that before now I would probably not have done.
Well, it's been awesome to have you the last couple of years doing this ministry. You've done a great job. You got a real heart for people. I think you're going to do an awesome job in Thunder Bay. Loss for us, win for them. So it's been really awesome having you here, and we'll be praying for you as a church. So
thanks so much.
All right.